Not all backyard livestock is created equal. Some animals will pay for themselves in weeks, others will drain your wallet and make your neighbors hate you. Today we're ranking the top 10 backyard livestock from worst to best. And number 1, the best overall animal you can raise in your backyard is not what most people think. Number 10, peafowl, the beautiful disaster. We're starting with the most gorgeous and most useless animal on this list. Peacocks in full display are stunning. That's the entire upside. Egg production, barely any. Meat, nobody's really doing it. Space, enormous. They fly over standard fences. They need more room than goats. And the noise. Peacocks produce a sound that's been compared to a woman screaming for help, and they do it repeatedly, at volume, at hours you did not agree to. They live up to 50 years. That's not a pet. That's a commitment longer than most marriages. Peafowl are vanity livestock. You get them because you want them, not because they make sense. Dead last for a reason. Number 9, alpacas, the luxury gamble. Alpacas are where backyard livestock meets high finance. Their fleece is softer and warmer than sheep's wool. One alpaca produces about 10 pounds per year, selling at roughly $3 per ounce, around $480 annually per animal just from fiber. The real money is breeding. A healthy female sells for $10,000 to $20,000. That's one animal worth more than most used cars. They're gentle, quiet, and their manure is garden-ready. So why number 9? You need a minimum herd of 3. That's $3,000 to $6,000 just to start. Vet care requires a camelid specialist, not easy to find. And the fiber market requires processing, marketing, and finding buyers. This isn't passive income. It's a premium business that demands a premium investment. For people with the budget and the plan, alpacas can be genuinely profitable. For most beginners, the price of entry is just too high. Now here's where things actually get practical. Number 8, geese, the aggressive guard dog you didn't ask for. Geese will charge at anything they don't recognize. Foxes, stray dogs, delivery drivers, your in-laws. They bite, they wing slap, and they hold grudges. Seriously, that aggression is genuinely useful against predators. Some farmers keep geese specifically to protect chicken flocks. They're low-maintenance grazers that eat mostly grass. The problem? They don't have an off switch. The goose that chases a fox will also chase your kid across the yard. Specific use case only. If predators are your main problem, geese earn their spot. Otherwise, keep scrolling. Number 7, guinea fowl, the biological pest control. Guinea fowl are from Africa, and even after centuries of domestication, nobody told them they're domestic. Their superpower is pest destruction. Ticks, grasshoppers, beetles, spiders, mice, small snakes. Guinea fowl eat them all. Some farms keep them exclusively as a chemical-free pest control system. No sprays, no pesticides, just birds. They're also a living alarm system. Anything unfamiliar, predator, stranger, unfamiliar car, gets announced at maximum volume. They've been used as guard birds for centuries. Eggs, 90 to 130 per season. Meat, lean and considered a delicacy. Feed in summer, almost free. They find their own food. The deal breaker for most people is noise. Guinea fowl aren't just loud. They're persistently, unreasonably, life-alteringly loud. And they wander. They don't respect property lines. They roost in trees. Training them is an exercise in accepting defeat. For rural properties with ticks and predators, one of the smartest purchases you can make. For anywhere with neighbors, think carefully. We're out of the problem animals. Everything from here is genuinely good. Number 6, goats, the entertaining escape artists. Goats are the most fun animal on this entire list. That's not opinion. Spend 10 minutes with a goat and you'll agree. A Nigerian dwarf doe, 75 pounds, smaller than most large dogs, produces up to a gallon of milk per day. Enough for drinking, cheese, yogurt, soap. Goat milk is naturally easier to digest than cow's milk because its fat molecules are smaller and don't separate. They're also living land-clearing machines. Goats eat poison ivy without any ill effects. They eat thorny brush, invasive weeds, anything a mower can't handle. Some cities hire goat herds to clear public land instead of using herbicides. Their personalities are what hook people. They bond with you. They recognize their names. They have moods. Imagine a dog crossed with a toddler, and you're close. Why only number 6? Fencing and milking. Goats will test every fence, gate, and latch you own, every single day. And dairy goats need milking twice daily. No days off, no sleeping in. Miss a milking and you risk mastitis. incredible animals, but they demand your time and your best engineering skills. Top 5 starts now. This is where the list gets serious. Number 5. Bees, the zero-effort moneymaker. Bees are the most unusual entry on this list, and one of the most profitable. Humans have kept bees for about 10,000 years. A healthy colony produces up to 60 pounds of honey per season. Honey retails at $5 to $10 per pound. One hive, $300 to $600 per year. Run 3 hives and you have a real side income from 12 square feet of space. Daily work, almost none. Bees feed themselves. You check the hive maybe once a week in active season, less in winter. Startup is a few $100s for equipment, and the bees themselves can be free, caught from natural swarms in spring. A single hive takes up 4 square feet, less space than any animal on this list. And here's the bonus nobody talks about: pollination. Every plant within flying distance of your hive produces more. Your garden yields go up. Your fruit trees produce more. Bees don't just make honey, they make everything around them more productive. Why not higher? Learning curve. Beekeeping requires more knowledge up front than any animal in the top 4. Colony collapse, varroa mites, swarming, real risks that need real education. But per square foot, per dollar invested, per hour of work, bees might be the single best return on investment in backyard livestock. 4 animals left. All of them are excellent. Separating them comes down to what matters most to you. Number 4. Ducks, the upgrade nobody expects. Most people are surprised when ducks outrank this many animals. Here's why they should. Duck eggs are 30% larger than chicken eggs. More protein, more fat, richer yolk. Bakers actively seek them out. The extra fat makes pastries and cakes measurably better. They sell at a premium in specialty markets. Khaki Campbell ducks lay over 300 eggs per year, actually outlaying most chicken breeds. Pekin for meat, Muscovy for both. You don't need a pond. A kiddie pool works. That myth keeps more people from raising ducks than any actual problem with ducks. In cold weather, ducks beat chickens. Their body fat and waterproof feathers keep them laying through winter when chicken production drops. If you live somewhere with harsh winters, this advantage is significant, and they're garden-friendly. Chickens scratch and destroy plants. Ducks walk through gently, eating slugs and insects without damage. The trade-off: mess. Ducks splash water everywhere. Their area needs frequent cleaning, worth it for the eggs alone. Number 3. Rabbits, the silent powerhouse. Rabbits are the most underrated animal in backyard farming. Feed conversion: 3 to 4 pounds of feed for 1 pound of meat. Cows need 8 to 10. Pigs need 4. Pound for pound, rabbits are one of the most efficient protein producers of any common livestock. One doe, 7 to 8 pounds, produces over 60 pounds of meat per year, her own body weight many times over. Space: a breeding trio fits in less room than a parking spot. Noise: 0. And here's a loophole most people miss. In many areas, rabbits are classified as pets, not livestock. That means you can legally raise them where chickens and ducks are banned. Their manure goes straight into your garden. No composting needed. It's the only common livestock manure that won't burn plants. Gardeners call it black gold. Downsides: heat sensitivity above 85 degrees Fahrenheit, predator vulnerability, and diet that needs careful balance. But for silent, space-efficient, high-output meat production, nothing on this list touches rabbits. 2 left. Number 1 is going to start an argument. Number 2. Chickens. Wait, chickens aren't number 1? Hear me out. Chickens are the most popular backyard livestock on Earth, and every bit of that reputation is earned. 250 to 300 eggs per year per hen. Startup cost: almost nothing. Coop from scrap wood, chicks for a few dollars. Feed at 25 to 30 cents per bird per day. Breed variety is unmatched. Leghorns for eggs, Cornish cross for meat in 6 weeks, Plymouth Rocks for both, Bantams for small spaces. No other animal on this list has that kind of range. They eat insects. They produce rich compost. They have genuine personalities, recognizing over 100 faces, coming when called, forming social hierarchies. Chickens are easy, productive, affordable, and fun. They're the gold standard, the animal every backyard farm starts with. So, what could possibly beat them? Number 1. Quail, the tiny giant. Number 1 is the animal most people have never even considered. 1 square foot per bird. That's all they need. A single rabbit hutch holds a dozen. They start laying at 6 to 7 weeks. Chickens take 5 to 6 months. In the time one chicken produces her first egg, a single quail has already laid over 100, over 200 eggs per year. Small eggs, but classified as a delicacy worldwide. They sell for double to triple the per unit price of chicken eggs. Quail meat is premium. Restaurants charge top prices for it. Noise: almost none. No crowing, no honking, no 5 a.m. alarm. You can raise quail on an apartment balcony without a single neighbor knowing. Feed costs slightly more per pound. They need game bird formula. But each bird eats so little that total cost stays low. So why number 1 over chickens? Because quail do everything chickens do. Eggs, meat, fast production, in a fraction of the space, at a fraction of the noise, with a faster maturity rate, and a higher value end product. For anyone who's just starting out, who has limited space, who wants premium product, or who can't legally keep chickens, quail aren't just an alternative. They're better. The best backyard livestock isn't always the most popular one. Sometimes, it's the one nobody's talking about. That's the top 10 backyard livestock, ranked from worst to best. Whether you start with quail, chickens, or go straight for bees, the best time to start was last year. The second best time is now. Check your local zoning laws. Pick one animal, master it, then expand.